Hey guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In today's tutorial, we'll be going ahead and doing the DH.98 Mosquito with a crew of 2. Dimensions you can see on screen here, a length of about 13 meters and a width of about 16 meters. Its role was a multi-role combat aircraft. Number built was in the 7,000s. Armaments include here, you can see right here, up to 4,000 bombs and 4 Mark II cannons. Engine right here, 1,480 horsepower. Performance max speed is 668 kilometers per hour. But that's pretty much it for that. Enjoy the tutorial, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Scared2F here, bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. And today's tutorial, we're going ahead and building the DH.98 Mosquito. Now, this here was a British multi-role aircraft. Basically, what I mean by multi-role is it served many different purposes. It was used as a light bomber, a fighter bomber, close air support, stuff like that. Also used in some cases as reconnaissance. But this vehicle here is just pretty cool overall one. I thought it was would have been a really cool build to do, especially since this vehicle hasn't been requested much in the comments of my videos. So I decided to go ahead and actually do this because I thought it was a cool aircraft and should get some spotlight. Now, I was thinking about doing the Lancaster instead for this tutorial, but I decided to go ahead and hold off on that because the Lancaster does have a good amount of requests, so I'll probably be getting to that sometime in the near future. And I thought it'd be much nicer to have like some aircraft that hasn't been requested much and just isn't like as popular, but it still looks really good. So, anyways, to go ahead and get started, this is going to be the last build of my theme week, which we've done this whole week where we built a bunch of British vehicles, and you guys have seemed to really like it. And we'll be continuing that next month, in which we'll have another voting session and all that stuff and all that, so you guys can vote and on what nations we'll have, and we'll have some new nations or something thrown into the mix. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look at the aircraft and everything like that before we start building it. So the first thing we have is the wings, of course. You got your 2 engines, Rolls-Royce engines on either side. So very nice, very pretty basic, nothing too fancy about the engines. So you got those on either side. On the far sides here, I'm not sure exactly what these were. Maybe some kind of external fuel tanks or something of that sort. Again, not 100% sure what they were, but I would probably guess that they would be some kind of fuel tanks, possibly. Then right here you have the cockpit, so there would be a pilot and a navigator, co-pilot, so that's what you have in there. Also, in some versions I saw it had like a front kind of glass portion to it. Not 100% sure the purpose of that, since they really only had a crew of 2. Maybe there was different variants or something of it that did have a glass nose. Maybe they had a third pilot or something like that for bombing purposes, the bombardier. Or there would be a little crawl space or something where they can get to the nose. Who knows? But from what I've been able to find, it only had 2 crew members. Then coming to the back here, we have our kind of cable here that runs to the back to the back rudder, which actually for some reason has an extra row of buttons on it. Don't know why, but that's kind of strange. But on the back here, you got the little landing wheel down here. We also have the back kind of horizontal stabilizers and all that fun stuff, and of course the fuselage right there. So anyways, it's not that much bigger than our Hawker Hurricane. It's actually relatively close in size, but it is definitely a bigger aircraft in just width alone, and overall it's really cool. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the tutorial, and it's going to be really it's just a cool aircraft overall. I really do like the way it came out. But anyways, hopefully you guys do enjoy the aircraft, and with that, we'll go ahead and start off with layer 1, in which we'll get started on building the fuselage. As I do with all my plane tutorials, I like to build the fuselage first before we add the wings and stuff on. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 1. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and set up our layer 1 here to go ahead and get started. So to start off with, we're going to place down a block of quartz. Now this block of quartz isn't going to be the very bottom of the aircraft. We're going to have basically 2 more blocks. It's going to be the very bottom of the aircraft. As you can see with the engines and the rotors, that kind of, or not really rotors, but the power, so they kind of come down like that. And basically this block we just placed is right here in the front nose, so take that into account when you start building this, that this is going to be the front nose. So we just went ahead and placed down that block of quartz. Now after that, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass full block, followed by a light gray stained glass pane. Now you guys can switch the glass up if you feel like the light gray is too dark. You guys can always switch it to something else. I just prefer the light gray. I think it looks good. It kind of, especially in a shader pack. So it is pretty much up to you guys. But after you place down your first quartz block, we're just going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. 10. So we should have a grand total of 11. See 1, 2, 3, 4. See 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So 11 blocks total is what you want to have. Now after you have your 11 blocks, we're going to go ahead and take our quartz top slabs, place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 back, like so. Then we want to go ahead and go on the sides here to this quartz top slab right here. This third one right here, place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 along the sides here. Same thing over here, like this. So just in those spaces, so like that. And then we want to go ahead and take a quick look on the below here just to make sure that we get this all right. So basically what's going to happen here is we're going to go ahead and switch to some quartz stairs. They're going to kind of flow up to the front here. So after we have our quartz top slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 quartz stairs. And same thing over here. All the way along like that. And then we just want to go ahead and place down a quartz top slab like that on the end there. And that's going to basically do it for your first layer for the fuselage. As you can see, pretty simple stuff. Again, we'll be saving the wings and stuff for the end of this tutorial. We'll do that near the end. So if you guys see me bypassing the wings, then don't be concerned. We'll be coming back to those a little bit later. But we're going to go ahead and just focus on the fuselage to start off with. So with that, we can go ahead and move on to layer 2. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to layer 2. Now for layer 2, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by placing a light gray stained glass full block on top of the one we placed in the previous layer. Then on either side of it, we're going to go ahead and place down a second block, or just basically an arrow block, so we have a row of 3 of light gray stained glass. Then we're just going to go ahead and place down one more that comes out like that, and that's going to be on top of the light gray stained glass pane. And then basically in the corners here, we're just going to place down light gray stained glass pane like that, just to kind of create a little bit more rounded front. Now after you do that, we can go ahead and take our green stained clay, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 green stained clay blocks back. Same thing over here. We're just going to go ahead and run this back like so. So basically it should stick out one more after this quartz top slab. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and take our stone brick stairs, place down 1, 2, 2, and 3. Going ahead and going over here, we're going to go and do the same thing. Total of 3 stone brick stairs. And then in the spaces right here, so after this stone brick or this quartz top slab ends, we're going to go ahead and take our quartz full blocks, place down a total of 2. And then we want to go ahead and we're going to place down a stone brick top slab like this on either side after the stone brick stairs. And in between these stone brick top slabs, we're going to go and place down a quartz top slab. And then take our quartz top slabs, we're just going to go and go back 1, 2, and 3 like that. That's going to start to lead into our tail. But as you guys can see, we're starting to get the basic shape of the fuselage set up and ready to go. And with that, we are pretty much done with our second layer, and we can go ahead and move on to layer 3. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to layer 3. For layer 3, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a stone brick half slab on top of this light gray stained glass full block there in the center. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by a stone brick half slab on either side of the stone brick stair. Now coming back from that stone brick half slab, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs. So just like that, come back. And then in between these stairs, we're just going to go and place down 2 green stained clay full blocks like that. Now taking our green stained clay full blocks, we're going to go ahead and go to the outsides here, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks back like that, or it should end right before you get to the stone brick top slab. Now on top of the stone brick top slab, you're just going to place down a stone brick stair like that. And same thing over here. And we just want to go ahead and copy what we did over there on that side over to here. So we're going to go ahead and fill this all in. Just like that. So we're going to start to get our sides developing. And then in between these 2 stairs here, we want to go ahead and place down a a green stained clay block. Followed by 1, 2, and 3. So you have a total of 4. And then on the back here, we're just going to go ahead and take our quartz blocks here. And we just want to go ahead and place down 1, 2, and 3 quartz blocks, followed by a quartz upside down stair. One thing we can also do is we can go ahead and grab ourselves a lever and also a wither skeleton skull like this. And we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a green stained clay block, or just whatever block you have in your inventory. Placing down a wither skeleton skull that comes off of it like that. Delete that block and then place down a lever in its place instead. So something like that. It's going to kind of look like that back wheel there that's on the back of the aircraft for landing. So that's what you have back there. And with that, you guys are pretty much done with our third layer. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to layer 4. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, layer 4. Now for layer 4, what we want to do is you want to go ahead and grab ourselves a nice stone brick half slab, and we're going to go ahead and place down one on top of this green stained clay block that's kind of in between these two stone brick stairs. Then we're just going to place down another stone brick half slab that goes back like that, so you have a grand total of 2. Then taking our light gray stained glass, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On your 5th block here, we're going to go ahead and take a stone brick stair and place it down on either side like that. And then we just want to go ahead and take our light gray stained glass, and we're just going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 along the sides here. Same thing over here, 4 light gray stained glass panes along the sides there, just to kind of make the glass cockpit. Now after you do that, we're going to go ahead and take our green stained clay, place down 1 and 2 on either side, just like that. And then taking our stone brick stairs here, we're going to go ahead and place down a total of 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 back. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then basically in between these stone brick stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 4 there of green stained clay. Then we want to place down 1 and 2 stone brick half slabs like this on either side. Accidentally delete that green stained clay block, but just 2 stone brick half slabs on your side, followed by 2 green stained clay full blocks there in the center. Then taking our stone brick half slabs, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back like that. Then taking our green stained clay, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 back. And then on top of this upside down quartz stair here, we're just going to go ahead and place down a stone brick half slab, just like that. So as you can see, or as you guys can really see, you're starting to really get the fuselage down. But that guys right there is it for layer 4, and with that we can move on to layer 5. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, layer 5. Now for layer 5, we're going to go ahead and start off by doing is we're going to go ahead and go to our light gray stained glass up here. We're going to go ahead and go to this second one right here, place down a light gray stained glass full block on top of it, followed by 1, 2, and 3, so a grand total of 4. So something like that is what you want to have as the shape of the cockpit. And then we just want to go ahead and take our stone brick half slabs, place down 1, 2, and 3 after it. After your 3rd stone brick half slab, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence post like that. And then going ahead and going all the way to the back here, we're going to go ahead and work a little bit on our vertical stabilizer here. So for this, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay full blocks. And then on this last green stained clay full block on either side, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone button like so. And that guys right there is pretty much it for layer 5. You can really start to see the shape of it coming together. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on to our final layers, which will pretty much be layers 6, 7, and 8 for the fuselage. And we'll go ahead and finish this fuselage off and be able to move on to other parts of the aircraft. But with that, let's go ahead and move on to layers 6, 7, and 8. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to our layers 6, 7, and 8. For these layers, what we're going to do is we're going to go and start off by going to the vertical stabilizer in the back here. Now for this, we're just going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 here of green stained clay, followed by a stone button on either side of this last one, like that. Then we want to place down a stone brick stair here in the front, followed by 2 green stained clay full blocks behind it. Again, taking your stone buttons, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 on either side. Then up here on the top, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, back to back, on the very top to there, kind of create the tip there of the vertical stabilizer. And then we just want to go ahead and switch to our iron bars now. Now for this point right here, you can see I kind of outlined it right there. But that's basically the line right there of your kind of cable that's going to run down and connect to that dark oak wood fence. So it's a pretty simple pattern. All it is 1, 2, and 3 iron bars out from that location right there. Then we're going to go ahead and drop it down, go out by 1. So just like that. So you have this iron bar out here like this. And then we just want to place down 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this row is going to be a total of 6. Then we're going to go ahead and place down an iron bar on top of our dark oak wood fence gate. And just go back 1 and 2, so basically a grand total of 3. And that right there is going to go ahead and kind of create the cable there. It's pretty much the most diagonal line, or pretty much the best fitting line you can get for that situation. But yeah, so once you have that line in, you guys are pretty much done with the fuselage of the aircraft. As you can see, it's overall pretty simple and a pretty nice design. So Very nice. But anyways, guys, that's it for that. And now we can go ahead and move on to our horizontal stabilizers in the rear and also to our wings. So with that, let's move on to those two things. Okay, guys, so going ahead and getting started, we're going to go ahead and start off by putting in our horizontal stabilizers. It'll be a little bit easier for us to go ahead and do those first and then move on to the wings. So to go ahead and get started for this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to this quartz upside down stair, place down 1, 2, and 3 of these stone brick top slabs like that next to those quartz blocks. And then we just want to go ahead and place down 2 more rows of 3, just like that, to come out like that. Then at this point right here, we're going to go ahead and switch to a row of 2. And we're going to go ahead and do that a total of 2 more times, give us a grand total of 3. So you can see basically a 2x3 rectangle right here. And then we just want to go ahead and place down 1 more stone brick top slab that kind of comes out like that. And we're just going to go ahead and put our green carpet all on top of it like this to basically, again, create our horizontal stabilizers in the back. And right over here, I'll go ahead and do it again just to make sure you guys can get it down all right. So again, basically a 3x3 square there. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a 2x3 kind of rectangle, followed by one that kind of sticks out like that. So again, green carpet to cover it up, keep that consistent green color to the build. So just like that, and that's pretty much what you want to have there for your back horizontal stabilizers. And now it's time to go ahead and move on to the hardest part of the aircraft, which will be the wings. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving on to the wings. Now the wings right here is actually pretty much the hardest part of this vehicle. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, and I may have to take a few looks here and there to make sure that I'm doing this right. Because of course I don't want to mess this up, because this wing, as you can see, is pretty detailed. It's got a lot of stuff going on here, and I want to make sure that I get this right for you guys and go ahead and pick up those carpets there. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and go to this green stained clay full block. So right here, we're going to go ahead and place down these stone brick half stab. We're going to go ahead and do all these stone brick half stabs as you can see on the top here, and that will give us a very nice outline for the vehicle to start off with. But anyways, after you go ahead and place down that stone brick half stab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 after it, giving you a grand total of 5. Then we want to go ahead and basically take our stone brick half stabs, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 rows of 7, or sorry, rows of 4, my bad. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're just going to go ahead and go out from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and basically fill this space all in. Like so. So looking at this from above, you should have something kind of like that. And again, this is the top portion of the wing. Then we want to go ahead and have a bit of an indent from up top here. And we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick half slabs, and then another row of 3 after it, like that. And so you can see we just went ahead and did that part. Then we want to go ahead and place down basically 2 rows of 2. So just like that. And then coming out toward the front here, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3. So we're going to start off with that stone brick half slab back there, 1 and 2, so giving you a grand total of 3. And then we just want to go ahead and place down 1 more row like that. Then for this row right here, it's going to go ahead and stick out by 1. So just like that on the back. So you can kind of see it comes out equal with this, and then it kind of sticks out by 1 on the back. And we're just going to go ahead and do this a total of 2 times. So we have our first row and our second row. Then we want to go ahead and place down a total of 4 rows of 3. So we can just go ahead and go out 1, 2, and 3. And then we can just go ahead and place down our stone brick half slabs like this. Oops, kind of accidentally fell there. So again, just like that. And then on the very end here, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 stone brick half slabs, just like that. So as you can see, that's going to basically set up your first portion of the wing. As you can see, pretty overall simple stuff. And then we just got to go ahead and build off of the wing, so going toward the bottom of it. Now, to go ahead and get started with this, we're going to go ahead and start off with this little thing here. Be a little bit easier for us to go ahead and build off of. So to go ahead and get started with this, we're going to go ahead and go to this portion of the wing right here. And for this, we just want to go ahead and place down 2 green stained clay foil blocks right there in the front. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a second row, a third row. So you guys have those 3 rows, or these 3 kind of green stained clay rows here. We want to go ahead and also place down one that comes out toward the front, like that. And then on the back here, we're going to go ahead and take our stone brick stairs and place down 2 stone brick upside down stairs like that on either side. And then we're just going to go ahead and place down green stained clay on top of those stone brick stairs. And then also in the very front here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some cobblestone walls. Place down 2 cobblestone walls coming off of it like that. And again, I believe that's your external fuel tank. I could be wrong though, but I believe that's what that is. So we're going to go ahead and just, again, place down 2 green carpets on the front there, just to kind of keep that consistent green color. Now, one thing I did here on the bottom, and I also did this over here on the Hawker Hurricane, but I went ahead and went to the bottom of these stone brick half slabs, and I went ahead and placed down some iron trapdoors all on the bottom of it to kind of keep that white, consistent underbelly, basically the under the wing and kind of like the under the aircraft color. So I went ahead and did that, and you guys are free to go ahead and do that as well. I would actually recommend it. And also to finish this thing off here, we're just going to go ahead and place down 2 quartz top slabs in the middle, 2 rows there of green stained clay, followed by 2 iron trapdoors on either side to keep that white consistent color underneath. So you guys have that pretty much set up on the wing there. Now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go from this green stained clay full block, place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick top slabs, followed by basically 4 green carpets on top of them. And then on the back here, we just want to go ahead and continue our green stained clay, so or green carpets or stone brick half slabs. So we're going to start off by placing down 2 stone brick top slabs right here, placing down 2 green carpets on top. Then coming off these 2 stone brick top slabs, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 more that come off toward the rear, place down green carpets on top of them as well. And then we just want to go ahead and place down a total of 2 more of them. So 1 and 2 like this, and green carpet on top like that, and that's going to kind of create the back portion of the wing, which would be more dedicated to the flaps and stuff. So just like that. And then underneath here, we're going to go ahead and take some quartz top slabs, and we're going to go ahead and fill in the space in between the wings. So all the space in between, you're just going to go ahead and fill in with quartz top slabs, again, to keep that white underbelly color. Now this portion up here is a little bit of the tricky part. This is going to be the engine, and the engine has a lot going on for it, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult than the other parts of the aircraft, but we should be able to get through it with relative ease. I think that we will have absolutely no problem getting through it, so we should be good to go. Now, to go ahead and get started again, I might have to take a few looks back and forth to make sure I'm getting this right. It is a bit of a complex design, I do apologize, but I want to make sure that we get this right. So to start off with, we're going to go ahead and go to the stone brick top slab, or sorry, half slab, and place down a green stained clay on it. Then we just want to go and go 1, 2, 3, and 4 out. So it's going to be a grand total of 5 that come out like that. Then taking our stone brick stairs here, we're going to go ahead and be using these to place down on either side. So we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick stairs out like that. And then we're going to go ahead and go, after this stone brick stair on the very end here, you're going to place down a basically a black stain block like that. And then we just want to place down one that comes off of it like that out toward the front. And then in between the space here, we can just go ahead and take green stained clay and just kind of fill in the space in between. Again, kind of optional, but we'll just go ahead and do that. And then on this side here, we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing we did on the other side. So again, the same thing, we're going to go ahead and take that back. Now also on the back here, what we ended up doing is we went ahead and also placed down another row of 3 here of green stained clay. So one more that kind of comes off the back here. Then we want to place down 1 and 2 green stained clay full blocks that come off from the center, followed by an upside down stone brick stair on either side. And on the top, we're just going to go ahead and take our green carpet and go ahead and just cover it all up. And that's going to be part of the engine in the back portion. Now for this right here, this kind of portion right here, this is where it's going to get a little bit more tricky. So underneath here, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down 1, 2, 3, and 4 nether brick top slabs like that. So underneath this black stained clay block, back like so. And we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a upside down quartz stair, which I need to go ahead and actually grab. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a nice upside down quartz stair here. So we're going to place down one like this, and then we just want to go ahead and go back a total of 1 more, so a total of 2. Then we're going to place down a corner stair, like that. And then taking our quartz blocks here, we're going to go ahead and place down a total of 6 back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 back. And then after that 6th block, we're just going to place down a quartz top slab. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a quartz full block right next to it, followed by a second one that comes out, and then a quartz top slab like that. And we're just going to go ahead and repeat the same thing over here to this side as well. Again, don't forget your corner stair here and your 2 regular stairs, just like that. So that's going to be creating that portion right there. Now, after you go ahead and do this, we're going to go ahead and go to the bottom here. Place down 2 quartz top slabs, followed by a polished andesite full block. Then after that polished andesite full block, we're just going to go ahead and take our quartz full blocks, go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 blocks back, so a total of 6 blocks back. And then we're just going to go ahead and place down 2 quartz top slabs like that underneath. So just like that. And now on the sides here for these, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and take a quick little look here. So basically for this, we're going to go ahead and do something very simple, which is just going to be 2 quartz top slabs on either side here, followed by 2 quartz upside down stairs in the center. Same thing over here on this side as well. So just like this, and that's going to start to basically form up your engine there. And pretty much that is your engine. We just have a few little detail bits we're going to go ahead and throw onto it to make it look a tiny bit better. And also up here in the front. And we're going to go ahead and need to grab this and also this. So to kind of finish off the engine here, we're going to go ahead and just place down a stone button here on that quartz full block there at either side. We're also going to go ahead and place down 2 dark oak wood fence gates, like that on the engine to show the exhaust. Same thing over here on this side. So just like that. And then on the for the propeller here, we want to go ahead and place down 1 more black hardened stained clay block, followed by a nether brick top slab underneath it, with a stone button coming off. And then for this, we're just going to go ahead and go to this first black stained clay block, go ahead and place down 3 dark oak wood fence gates up like that. And very similar to what we did with our design for the Hawker Hurricane, we're going to go ahead and basically place down our dark oak wood fence gates like this, which I actually kind of messed up there. So it's just going to go ahead and go at an angle like that for your propeller. So it's like that. And then going ahead and going over here, we're just going to go ahead and copy the same pattern design over here as well. And delete those placeholder blocks. So you should get something kind of looking like that there for the very front. Now, our last portion of the tutorial, which we're getting really close to finishing this off, is we just want to go ahead and go on the top here, take our stone brick half slabs again, and we're just going to place down a row of stone brick that kind of comes out like that to this point right here for your engine. And as you can see, it's really forms up your engine. And as I kind of mentioned, you guys are pretty much good to go on your engine. Now, after you do that, we're going to go ahead and go to this back portion of the wing, and we're going to place down 2 stone brick top slabs, followed by 2 more stone brick top slabs. Then we want to go ahead and place down a row of 3, and then 2, like that. So it's going to kind of fold into the aircraft a little bit. And of course, on the very top, we're just going to go ahead and take our green carpet and place it down all on top there to give it that green color. And those are again going to be the flaps there in the back. Then going ahead and going from this green stained clay block, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 4 here of stone brick top slabs. Taking our green carpet again, we're going to go ahead and cover those up, and also that green stained clay block as well. And underneath here, we're just going to go ahead and actually take quartz full blocks this time, and we're going to go ahead and basically fill in this space all underneath here, in between our stone brick half slabs, just like that. And it's going to show a little bit of thickness to the wing and everything like that. But as you guys can see, that's pretty much it for the aircraft. It is kind of difficult with the wing. The wing's got some complex shapes to it. So hopefully you guys were able to make it through it okay. If you guys have any questions, of course, leave those down in the comments below. But that's pretty much your design there. Of course, what you guys want to do now is take that wing design, flip it over to the air side, and you guys will be good to go. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the tutorial. We can go ahead and delete this because it's not needed anymore, which is perfect. But again, just go ahead and take that wing design, flip it over to the air side, and you guys will be good to go. So anyways guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this build theme week. I think it was an awesome idea and we had a lot of fun with it. A lot of new UK vehicles are in our arsenal, so that's always great. So anyways guys, that's going to be it for this tutorial. If you guys do end up using this, and be sure to give me proper credit. This may thing from a sign on the build to link to my channel or this video if this is appear on any social media sites. Just be sure to give proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. If you guys basically have any World War II vehicle requests, of course leave those down in the comments below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. But other than that guys, that's it for this video, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.